Years of being told this very affirming thing and then seeing it in action, I took action and I bought a controller. I went on YouTube, learned how to mix. Wasn't that good at it at first, but I understand music. So I think it did come naturally to me. I grew up playing the piano and flute, but piano was the one I did longer. My mom's mom was a piano teacher, so music is like in my blood. So when I first started DJing, it was in beginning of 2018. I was really into like trap, like early 21 Savage, Young Thug, stuff like that. Because when I would go out, that was what I was wanting to hear, or throwbacks. I love like early 2000s music because that's what I grew up with. So I really was just playing a lot of hip hop and R&B and pop. I started getting more into house, started getting more into music from other places outside of the US. World music is just so fascinating to me, and it's not something that I really looked into until I got older. As an adult, I just wanted to explore everything. I wanted to learn everything. I was just like going backwards in music and listening to stuff that I had missed out on, and I feel like I had a different type of appreciation toward that because it was like I could finally explore these things, and so I think I just really dove in and got really just passionate about every type of music.
I definitely only go somewhere in my free time if I know the music is gonna be good, unless it's like for a specific thing, like a friend's birthday. Like that, I mean, that's what got me into nightlife in the first place, was I was only going out based on what the DJs were playing, because I don't want to go out and hear music I don't like. Dallas is very like all over the place. There isn't like, for me, one spot that I'm like, oh, you gotta check this out. Because it really just depends on who's playing that day.
Honest, when I started, I didn't necessarily think of it as like, oh, can be a career. And it wasn't because I didn't think I was good enough. It was because in the family that I grew up in, that is not something that you do. My 3 oldest siblings work in finance, and then the other one is a nurse. I chose the path that you don't take in my family. I chose my passions. My dad is an immigrant from Egypt, and he raised us to support ourselves, like get a job not because you're passionate about it, but because you're good at it and it supports a family. And I chose not the easy path. I went into graphic design. Actually, that was like the thing I went to college for. I got my degree and then started working in Dallas at a design studio, and I was miserable, making no money. And then I went to an ad agency, still making no money. And that's when I started DJing, because I needed money. At least I took the right path in my family. Like, I got a degree, and I took the corporate route with the graphic design thing, but it became a job and I had to pick up a passion. And now DJing is this whole, I have 2 careers, and I'm in this kind of like a fork in the road where I'm trying to figure out where I'm going next, because this DJ thing has become so much bigger than I ever anticipated. It's easy to stay stagnant. It's so easy, and I understand that people can fall into that, especially in a smaller city like Dallas. It can be easy to just find the thing that works and stick with it, but I want to like try new things every year. Like, throwing this event was a new thing for me, and I was really scared. Like, when you throw an event, it's a very personal thing. It kind of feels vulnerable, like, what if no one shows up? And at the first one, people showed up, and I was blown away, and I felt hungry. I was like, I have to do this again and again and again. Like, it feels like a high. Like, I get high from it. When I have a gig that just goes super well and I just play all this music that I love, and seeing people come to life over music that I'm curating, there's nothing more satisfying than that. It's like a drug.